Hey guys, back at the hub, and then I just had a coffee over there at Mazo. So what I want to do now this morning is I want to go to one camera shop and look for the boom mic. So I think I'm just gonna buy it because I did my research. I listened online to what it sounds like. You know, how people do reviews. So I did that and I found one that I liked and they have it. Okay guys, I'm back at the camera shop. I've been trying to find, you know, I bought this new Canon 80D and I had the Sigma lens 120, what is it, 28-200. So excellent lens, but it seems like my lens is about 10 years old and it doesn't, and the 80D is a new camera and it doesn't want to work with the older lens. But the lens is fantastic. It's just that they don't understand each other for autofocus. Manual, I can use it. Autofocus, it won't work. So, just spoke to a lady over here and she said that they can send it away to fix it. But it doesn't seem, but she put it on a Canon 70D, which is older firmware, worked fine. So obviously there's nothing wrong with the lens. It's just that it doesn't work with the new camera. So I've been looking at these Sigmas here. There's a Sigma lens here, and there's one here for 15,500. It's a 18-200. Very nice lens. But I'm going to wait because at the end of this month there's a camera fair. So I want to go look at this camera fair and see what they have. The lady who does the repairs, she suggested looking at a Canon lens, but every time I look at a Canon lens, they always seem to be a bit flimsy and falling up, you know, not tight. Whereas the Sigma, oh, I like them. So, but I'm going to wait to the camera fair and then I can look. I'll just take some money with me and I'm going to buy a new lens and probably sell my older lens to somebody who has like the 70D or something. So, but I did buy that boom mic. It's a mic so I can. It eliminates the wind sound. So I'm getting there slowly, but I'm taking my time because I've learned to research, make sure you know what you want and then go get it. So you know, I had to drive to Sierra again which is like about an hour from my house, because it's the only place that has all these camera shops. So news update. I'm waiting to the end of the month to a big camera fair, and I'll see what I can get. I'll take my camera and see what I can get there. What's up, guys? Okay, it's lunchtime, and what do I have today? I got chicken basil stir fry. Want some? Time to eat. Last night I was looking online and I found a guy, a Damien something I think his name was. He posted a 10-page article about the difference between male and female workers in the workplace. And he's been fired since. He was a senior software engineer for Google, and but he has a degree in biology. So he was talking about, you know, people keep talking about equal rights and the feminists keep saying we need more money and so on and so on. And he quoted some medical things about how we change and so on as we go through puberty. And very interesting. So somebody asked me a question, who's better, male or female? And I said, you know, well, male, female, or ladyboys, who's the better? And I'm like, I can't answer that question because I don't know. But I say, you know, if you have one thing he said about the female is interested in the group, whereas the male is more focused on the task. And I know that. I was remodeling a big house, and the lady who owned the house wanted to sit down and have a little picnic and talk about something. I'm like, hey, I need to work. So I understand the difference between the male and female. I don't need to be a CEO, but he said the male is driven driven hard to be the best, so he can be on a pinnacle and people can look up to him. Whereas the lady is more interested in the group. Now that's going to vary, of course. That's going to vary because of you know, some women are more masculine, so they're driven to be that way, and maybe that's why you have women CEOs. So I'm not saying women are better or men are better or lady boys are better. I think we all have our strengths and weaknesses. You know, I'm not good. I wouldn't be good as a manager looking after a group. Knowing, you know, if you asked me years ago, I would have said, yeah, sure, I could be a manager. But today, I would say probably not a high manager, because I'm the kind of guy that likes to focus on the task. And you know, one thing about me is I joined the Army for the wrong reasons. But the Army gave me time to learn how to read. You know, I couldn't read even when I was in 20-something. So I taught myself to read by reading mechanical magazines and mechanical manuals for vehicles in the Army. I mean, I could read, but I would say my standard of reading was probably out of 10, maybe 4, something like that. So I started reading and reading and reading, and I taught myself how to read. And it allowed, you know, the Army paid me a wage and allowed me to do that, so I kept reading and reading, and I learned manuals, and I was always mechanically orientated. And my break in life really was, I found my strength, and my strength was I can focus and I can learn, but I was a really good teacher. I could, you know, I can learn and then break it down and teach it. So I went on a course in the Army, a regimental instructor's course, and you know, on my written tests I was getting high B's. It's very difficult to get an A on it. On this school, the way their grading system works, you have to get something like 98% to get an A. So I was always getting high B's for the theory, but for teaching, I was getting A's, and then above A was, as I called it, a school standard, which was just teaching the same as a teacher who was already in the job as a teacher. So, and I was teaching, I was given those grades, so as a student, I was teaching at the same level as a teacher. So they said to me 2 weeks before the course finished, the course was 12 weeks long, and 2 weeks before the course finished, they said to me, we never do this, but you have clearly having a good ability to teach. Would you like to come back here and be a teacher? And I said, yes. So I went back and became a teacher. You're supposed to stay 3 years and leave. I asked to stay 2 more years, so I stayed 5. But I loved my job. I loved to teach. So I found my thing. I found my profession. So I left to be a teacher somewhere else, and I came back to teach again. And then I was teaching teachers how to teach. So I love that. And I still love it. But, I think at the end of the day, we're all different. So you have to find your thing. You know, if you're creative, if you're feminine, masculine, you know, nobody's wrong and nobody's right. So there's a job for everybody. You just have to find what your strengths are. And I mean, you look at a lady boy is a man who wants to be a lady, so maybe good at art, maybe good at makeup, maybe good at something. So are they right or wrong? So I don't think they're right or wrong. I don't think there's nothing wrong with them. They be whoever you want to be. So, but the point is, nobody's right. There's no rules. Just find your strength, do it, and enjoy. Merry Christmas already. Santa Claus is coming to town. Okay, home now. So today I went back to that hat shop, but last night I looked for about 10 different pictures of an eagle. I've been wanting a hat like this forever, and I happened to go in and take him about 10 pictures, and they said which one they thought they could use the best. The lady worked on the artwork for a while, and it just so happened they had this hat. and it goes perfect with the hat. So I bought it, and it's the, like, I don't know if you can see okay, it's an eagle, but I wanted that. There's a significance to myself why I wanted it, and I got it. So somebody's very happy. So I hope you guys are all okay and enjoyed your day. I enjoyed mine. Still looking for that lens. So I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna go to that fair at the end of the month, so no problem. So look after yourself. All the best, guys. See you. Woohoo, bye.